Milton is expected to crash ashore later tonight as a Category 4 storm. We've learned at least dozens of Floridians evacuated to Charlotte before airports in Orlando and Tampa shut down. Charlotte Motor Speedway has opened its doors to evacuees for several years during hurricane season, but with Helene and Milton coming back to back, evacuees from both storms are setting up camp right there.
Yeah, WBTV's Mary King joins us from the Speedway with how officials are finding a spot for everyone.
Speedway officials tell me there are people on this campground who lost everything during Helene, and they've told them that they can stay here while they work to figure out what that next step looks like. In the meantime, the Speedway is hosting the Roval 400 this weekend. That's why you see all the campers behind me. But among people in those campers are those who fled from Florida and the path of Milton and found a temporary home here as well.
Due to the storm coming in and the reports of the severity of what it could possibly be, we decided to leave early.
The Carter family's son Chase races in the NASCAR Youth Series. While they planned to come to Charlotte Thursday for the Roval weekend, Hurricane Milton had other plans.
You know, we're only 11 miles from where the impact is supposed to be.
With mandatory evacuations on Monday for their hometown, the Carters packed up their camper to head out. Kamiko Carter says she grabbed baby photos, wedding photos, and important documents.
The house can be replaced, all the furniture can be replaced, but just those memories cannot be replaced at all.
Kamiko showed us pictures of their boarded up windows and gorilla-taped doors. As a retired law enforcement officer with 30 years experience, she says she's most concerned because she's never seen a storm like this.
Yesterday morning, last night, I'm getting phone calls, text messages from the law enforcement officers who don't panic about anything and said, we're moving our dogs, we're moving our animals to a different place. And they said, we're going to come home to nothing.
The Carters say friends of theirs lost their home during Helene, and now Milton's approach feels like a 1-2 punch.
It's not unlike what you might anticipate if you were in a fight and you got hit really hard by a left or a right, and you see the other punch coming, and you just know it's a big one, and you're not thinking you're probably going to be able to get out of it. At that point, it's petrifying. Part of you wants to just freeze, but the reality is you've got to do everything you can to try to prepare, deal with it, and then respond. And that's hopefully what we'll all be able to do together. It's an opportunity to all come together and really do some good things, and maybe bring us all together.
Coming together is just what's been happening in the Carolinas. In fact, here at the Speedway, they're working to load more trucks. They've sent 17 truckloads to Western North Carolina to help our neighbors in need, and they're collecting more supplies here through 8 o'clock tonight. And then they will also be accepting donations every Wednesday through the end of the month right here at the Speedway. Reporting in Concord, Mary King, WBTV, on your side.